Hi, my name is Allison, and my son Will and I are going to be showing how we do study dictation. I'm not for sure this is how Charlotte would have exactly done it because we incorporate our copy work as well. But we just wanted to kind of give a rundown of how we do it. I wish someone else would show us how they do theirs. So Will's going to be doing a quote from Famous Men of the Middle Ages by Paulin and Heron. And it's from the chapter on Pepin and Charles Martel. Today he's going to be doing copy work. It's 2 short paragraphs, and he is 9 years old. He's in 3rd grade. Thank you. Go ahead and copy what you're working on. We've highlighted the work, and he copies it directly out of the book into his binder on day 1. And we work on this passage all week, doing different things with it each day, culminating on Friday with him doing study dictation on his own, hopefully beautifully and perfect. Okay, so here was the paragraph that he was to copy. Here is his copy work. We do cursive first. His cursive is good. I would, with probably my other children, I would copy it myself in cursive before I gave it to them to copy. But he's pretty good at transferring. Now you'll see that there are mistakes in it. Just off the bat, I can see that he's not capitalized the P. He doesn't have opening quotation marks. So I see a few things that are wrong tomorrow, and there's no capital S. So tomorrow what we'll do is we will go through and work on the different mistakes that he's made. Okay, today we're going to be working on any mistakes that Will has. He didn't have any spelling mistakes during his copy work, which he shouldn't since it's copy work, but he did have a few capitalization mistakes. And then we've decided on some words that might be difficult, and he's going to use letter tiles to practice spelling them before the end of the week when we do the study dictation. Okay, so let's look at what you've got here. One day he went with a few of his nobles to a circus to see a fight between a lion and a bull. What do you have here?
A period.
A period. So what should be next after a period? A capital letter. Okay. Is this a capital?
No.
No. You need to capitalize the first letter of a sentence, always. Okay, soon after the fight began, it looked as though the bull was getting the worst of it. So, again, what do we have? We got a period. What should you have here? A capital P, okay? Not only because it's the beginning of a sentence, but because this is his name. Okay, we always capitalize the first letter in a name and the first letter in a sentence. So right here should be a capital. Pepin cries out to his companions, "Will not one of you separate the beasts?" Now, this is what Pepin said, so we always need quotation marks. You got them at the end, but at the beginning of what he says, you need to have quotation marks here too. These are called opening quotes. These are closing quotes, so we know what part was what he actually said. Okay, those are all punctuation errors. It's no big deal. We'll just fix it as we go. Okay. So what did we decide were some words that might be difficult to spell? What were some words we decided might be difficult to spell?
There was though.
Though. Okay. Highlight though. What else?
Companions.
Companions.
Separate.
Separate. And there was one other that you thought might be, I don't think it'll be.
Circus.
Circus. I don't think it'll be any trouble for you. But we got the letters out anyway. So now what I want you to do.
And maybe between.
Okay. I don't think between you'll have any trouble with. So practice, here's some letter tiles. I want you to, that's all the letters you should need. I want you to practice spelling the words with the letter tiles. Just do them one at a time and then put the tiles back.
Okay. Mama, pencil. I need pencil.
The silent E, right? So it's going to make the A do what?
A.
It's going to make the A say A. Okay. A common spelling problem on separate is that everyone wants to say here. Separate. But really it's separate. Okay? Now I want you to close your eyes and spell it in your head.
Separate.
Okay. And put the tiles back and do the next word. Okay. Today we're going to be working on the words that Will might struggle with. We're going to be talking about capitalization again, and then he is going to dictate to me. Now, we have just started doing study dictation, so for our first few times doing it were kind of a big mess because Will didn't really know what was expected, and I was new at it too. So what I decided to do was have him start dictating to me so he could see it in action and get a better idea of it, and then he could correct any mistakes I'd made. Okay, so here we go. First of all, Will, I want you to copy down the words that we've highlighted underneath your copy work from the other day. And then when you're finished with that, you can dictate to me.
One day, he went with a few.
And Will's going to look it over and see if he finds any mistakes. So, there you go. Let's see if you can find. I'll give you a hint. There's only one. There should be only one.
Oh, you didn't capitalize your S in son.
Very good. Thank you for catching that. Okay, so today we are going to, this is our last day of this passage of study dictation, and I'm going to dictate to Will, and he's going to write it. What page are we on? There it is. Are you ready? Pencil ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One day, fix whatever you're about to fix. Don't worry about what I did. Okay. With Will, I know that I think Charlotte said to, and I think it's on Simply Charlotte Mason, it says to, while the child is writing, if they make a mistake, go ahead and cover it up right then, and then go on, be nonchalant about it. But I knew that would disturb Will, that would bother him, so I don't do that. Unless he comes to a word that he knows he's struggling with. And the word though, he knew that he was not writing it correctly, so I went ahead and covered it up, and then he wrote it correctly on top. And then we went back to the other one that he had misspelled and covered it up. And then he rewrote it, so I didn't get him off of his train of thought. But it looks like he did really well. He learned about capitalization at the beginning of a sentence. He capitalized every sentence. He has punctuation at the end and in the right spots. And he did a really nice job. I think this was a successful dictation. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps somebody. And thank you, Will, for being my guinea pig.